What's cracking, baseball fam? Good morning. Welcome back to Praying for Dingers. I am Smitty, your host. And oh, what a day yesterday. A quick recap on that one. All right, the Nationals-Pirates game was off to a decent start until the fifth inning, where the Nats get a 3-run single, starting off a scoring duel for the rest of the game. We lose on the Pirates money line and the Pirates run line, but we do cash on the Pirates team total over 4.5. I should have taken the over in this game. And I'm telling you all, the Nats overs might be a play from here on out. They get runs and they give up runs. So we'll take a look at that later on. Oh my God, those Yankees, after 2 walk-off wins against the Angels in this series and LA having a bullpen day yesterday, I was all in on the Yanks sweeping those Halos, but those Angels bats seriously came to life. I mean, Peraza, Lowe, and Trout. Trout with a homer in 5 straight games at Yankee Stadium gets another 446-foot bomb yesterday. And then you get Joe Adele coming in with a grand slam. Oh my God, talk about a brutal beatdown in that 11-4 loss. But thank God Aaron Judge got us that dinger and got us paid. I don't know why I didn't play Trout to get a home run or Caballero to get a stolen base, which I usually do. But oh well. Jimmy's pick. Oh my God. Cincinnati only got 1 hit in 9 innings. And Jimmy doesn't understand why his pick lost there. But oh my God, it was atrocious. On a more positive note, we did come through with the Guardians win over the O's. We hit on the Ashcraft and Messick going over on their strikeouts and a couple other player props to make it not as bad as it could have been. All in all, we're down just over 7 units for the day, bring us down just slightly over 6 units for the week so far. We are going to start our bounce back weekend right today, ladies and gentlemen. We have 15 games on the slate. I'm going to come out a little later with a more extended video, but let's get on. Let's step up to the plate with our morning pick for the day. We have the standalone island game at 11:20 a.m. Pacific time, where the Mets are flying into Wrigley after being decimated by the Dodgers just 2 days ago. We have Kodai Senga versus Edward Cabrera. Now, Cabrera has been solid starting off his first 3 games of the season, where he goes well into 5, if not 6 innings, and is sitting on a 1.62 ERA and a 1.14 WHIP. Although I do worry about Francisco Lindor from New York against Cabrera. Now, Mr. Senga Genesis, you old-timers will know what I'm talking about. He was okay in his first 2 starts, giving up a combined 4 earned runs, but those were against the likes of the Giants and the Cardinals. Kodai had a very shaky start against the Athletics in Sacramento last week, where he gave up 7 earned in just 2.1 innings. That brings Senga's ERA up to 7.07 for the day. The Mets are not in a great position right now. And if anybody follows the Mets or is crazy enough to bet on them once in a while, you kind of know when they start losing, they just keep losing until they get that spark. And then they just come to life and start winning in droves. Anyways, they scored 9 runs in their last 5 games. 6 of those were scored last week in that 11-6 loss to the A's, where they play in a minor league park, so runs come aplenty. Both bullpens have a 1-day rest advantage, but both were a little taxed this past Tuesday and Wednesday. There might be a little slight advantage with the Mets bullpen, whereas the Cubbies bullpen is a little more taxed. Both have a day advantage, but honestly, I don't think the bullpen will matter. The Cubs will probably be up by a bunch by the first half. Now let's talk about the weather real quick. The wind will be blowing out towards left at about 14 miles per hour. However, Cabrera being more of a ground ball pitcher, when he does make contact, I don't think he's going to get hit up as much as people think. I was toying around with the under, then they put it at 10.5, and I honestly think the Cubbies can score that themselves. I'm laying 1 unit, Chicago Cubs money line, 1/2 unit, Cubs run line minus 1.5, half unit on over 10.5 runs in the game, and I also have a same game parlay, actually 2 of them. I took the Cubs money line combined with over 10.5 for 1/2 unit, and I did another one with the Cubs money line and over 11 for 1/4 unit. I've got a few player props I'm also looking at during this game. Cabrera has not faced Michael Busch or Pete Crow-Armstrong as of yet. I'm playing Michael Busch, I'm playing PCA, and I'm playing Alex Bregman, all to go over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. I am also doing a little gambling with these next few picks. I am taking Michael Busch over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for 1/4 unit. Alex Bregman for over 2.5 hits, runs, and RBIs for 1/4 unit. And Pete Crow-Armstrong over 1.5 hits for 1/4 unit. I'm also making a 1/4 unit play on Francisco Lindor and Michael Busch to go yard. And I'm placing a .1 unit play on a parlay 2 legs of Busch and Lindor to get a dinger. As we're rounding third and heading home, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you can stay up to date on what we concoct in this tiny clubhouse and this massive YouTube content jungle. I'll try to get another video out as quickly as I can before the rest of the 3 o'clock games start. All right, have a blessed day. Enjoy your morning of baseball and stay cracking, fam.